back again, and it is time for more Game of Thrones. This week is episode 7 of season 6, which is called The Broken Man. As always, for a quick recap of what happened last week, Sam and Gilly went to Old Town to see Sam's family. Long story short, his mom, his sister, and his brother are all kind of okay. His dad is a total jerk. Sam decided that Gilly wasn't going to stay there, and baby Sam, and he took Heartsbane, which is the Valyrian steel sword of House Tarly, and he peaced out. And we don't really know where he's going now, but hopefully to the Citadel at Old Town to, learn more, as well as to warn all of the meisters, whatever they call them, so that they have help. Dany had a cool little dragon speech moment like she usually does, so she kind of rallied the troops, and it actually seems like they're really going to go to Westeros this time, so that's going to be freaking amazing, and I can't wait. Arya got Needle back, and she has officially left the Faceless Men, and I have no idea where she's going to go from here. Couldn't even hazard a guess. I very much hope to Westeros and to Nymeria and the awesome pack of wolves that she's leading. And hopefully she kills the waif and somehow gets to Westeros. If she somehow ends up with Dany, I would not complain about that either, because that would be pretty badass. I kind of hope that Arya ends up as, the head of Dany's Queensguard, but that's just like a really random headcanon that I want to happen. Anyway, Tommen went all crazy High Sparrow worshipping and now follows, he always followed the Seven, but he's very into religion now, and he's trying to unite religion and matters of state, I guess. And yeah, as we know, that always works out well. Other stuff probably happened. Arya got Needle. That was kind of what I really cared about in that episode. So yeah, let's just watch this episode. That was the Hound. Oh, they don't have Margaery.
If we are not willing to do the same for him, we're cowards. And if that's what we are, we deserve to be the last of the free folk.
Ooh. Get it, Tormund. Ooh, 1-1.
No.
You can't argue with a giant. I wouldn't, at least. Yay!
You have better instincts than any officer in the Lannister army.
That's like saying I have a bigger cock than anyone in the Unsullied army.
I expect to command all the Lannister forces before long. You can be the right hand I lost.
You promised me a lordship and a castle and a highborn beauty for a wife.
And you'll get all three. A Lannister always...
Don't say it. Don't fucking say it.
Go on, Sir Davos.
Hello, Davos.
Your uncle, Lord Commander Mormont, made that man his steward. He chose Jon to be his successor because he knew he had the courage to do what was right, even if it meant giving his life. Because Geo Mormont and Jon Snow both understood that the real war isn't between a few squabbling houses. It's between the living and the dead. And make no mistake, my lady, the dead are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Is this true?
Your uncle fought them at the Fist of the First Men. I fought them at Hardhome.
We're both lost.
As long as the Boltons hold Winterfell, the North is divided. And a divided North won't stand a chance against the Night King. You want to protect your people, my lady, I understand. But there's no hiding from this. We have to fight. And we need to do it together.
Get it, Davos.
House Mormont has kept faith with House Stark for 1,000 years. We will not break faith
Very
today.
much.
Thank you, my lady. How many fighting men can we expect?
"62.
What?
62.
We are not a large house, but we're a proud one. And every man from Bear Island fights with the strength of 10 mainlanders.
If they're half as ferocious as their lady, the Boltons are doomed.
It's such a good scene in the books.
Kingslayer.
I think it's going to be awesome in the show.
I assume you're here to fulfill the vow you gave my niece. I don't see Sansa and Arya.
I don't have them.
Pity. Do you wish to resume your captivity? Then why are you here?
You know why I'm here. This castle belongs to House Frey. You're trespassing. In the name of King Tommen, I order you to surrender.
Or you'll kill Edmure. My nephew's marked for death no matter what. Hang him and be done with it.
It won't stop with Edmure. You'll force me to storm the castle. Hundreds will die.
Hundreds of mine, thousands of yours. If you can breach the walls.
We'll breach them and kill every last one of you. But if you surrender, I'll spare the lives of your men. On my honor.
Your honor. Bargaining with Oathbreakers is like building on quicksand.
The war is over, sir. Why sacrifice living men to a lost cause?
As long as I'm standing, the war is not over. This is my home. I was born in this castle, and I'm ready to die in it. So you can either attack, or try to starve us out. We have enough provisions for 2 years. Do you have 2 years, Kingslayer?
You clearly have no intention of saving your men's lives. Why did you come treat with me?
Sieges are dull. And I wanted to see you in person, get the measure of you.
Well, now you have.
Now I have. I'm disappointed.
Ooh. They need the veil. Mm-hmm. Yep, I knew it. Kelly made that one word completely disappear. I think it just said Winterfell, though. Arya! Finally!
He's not a lying man. He says the Iron Fleet's in Slaver's Bay. I'm inclined to believe him. I'm not going anywhere near those mad fuckers.
You're Westerosi.
What do you care?
I want to book passage home.
She is going to Westeros.
Can't afford it. Where'd you steal this from?
What do you care?
I leave in 2 days. You can have a hammock in steerage.
I want a cabin. And we'll leave at dawn. See you at sunrise.
Yes! She's gonna go to Westeros. I like how she has her hair like Ned's, like she's very Ned season 1 right now. I mean, that was the only season Ned was on, but I don't trust that old lady.
Sweet girl.
They better not freaking kill Arya. Oh my god. I fucking hate that bitch. They're gonna end it there too. What do you want to freaking bet? Oh my god. I'm so stressed out. Okay, so obviously the first thing that we have to talk about in that episode, from that episode, is the fucking waif, man. Okay, right when Arya is like going back to Westeros, and you're like, finally, oh my god, she's gonna go home. This is amazing. They pull that shit. I'm not okay with it. I'm not. I'm for like 99% certain that Arya is not gonna die and she's gonna be fine or whatever. But don't stab Arya. Like, as if this poor girl has not gone through enough shit. You freaking stab her. I'm just so... Okay, I freaking hate the waif. When Arya kills the waif, I will freaking cheer and clap and be really damn happy. Okay? I don't even know what else to say. I'm just, this is unhappiness. Leave Arya the hell alone. Let good things happen to Arya. Let good things happen to Arya. Please. Something else. Okay, so the Hound is back, which is pretty cool. I did miss the Hound, actually. I quite like the Hound. But all of his scenes were, they could have had one of those scenes and it would have been good. They could have shown the Hound and then just shown the part at the end where he's talking to the guy and then they get killed and then whatever. If I didn't already not like the High Sparrow, which I didn't, as you know, I would have really hated him after him saying, like, oh, a woman doesn't have to want sex. She just has to, endure it, basically. Yeah. What a dick. I did not realize how much I missed Bronn until he came back, and now he can never leave again because I love him. It was really cool to see Jaime back in action, too. I really enjoyed the scene with Jaime and the Blackfish, and it was very, it was straight from the books pretty much, and I quite enjoyed it a lot. I'm really interested to, see how closely they follow the books on this next part. Based on the promo that Brienne is going to be at River Run, and we also knew she was going to River Run anyway, so I think it's going to be really interesting to see what Jaime does when faced with that, because he's already having sort of like, he promised Catelyn that he would never take up arms against the Tullys or the Starks again. You didn't really see his internal struggle too much in this episode, but in the books it's a lot he does have a pretty big internal struggle about that. Like, his whole purpose of not wanting to fight them is because he doesn't want to be an Oathbreaker again. And so I think it's going to be interesting. I wonder if Brienne is going to be kind of a personification of his inner struggle and what he's going to choose. You know, I don't know. And I'm interested to find out. This is a good opportunity for character growth for Jaime, which he's already done a lot of, really. Now, if we could just get him away from Cersei, I honestly think that he would be a pretty good guy. So I'm interested to see where this is going to go. And if Brienne is going to have the effect on him that I hope that she has. I'm just really excited for them to be together again, to be honest. I quite like their dynamic. I ship it. Also really cool to see the Blackfish again. I just love the Blackfish, and I think he's a really cool character, and I hope that we see more of him very soon. Margaery, as I suspected, is not really down with the whole religion thing. She is being a freaking awesome manipulator. Like, the High Sparrow thinks that he's like the shit at manipulating people, which he is. But Margaery is like on a whole nother level, and it's really awesome to see. And I'm not 100% sure that the Stern Lady did not hear / see / suspect something was going on between Margaery and Olenna. So that does make me a little nervous, but that was a cool scene, and I loved the Olenna and Cersei scene so much. It's karma, you know? Cersei's been doing this shit for a long time, and I mean, she's getting a taste of her own medicine. I love that Yara and Theon are totally stealing Euron's plan and are going to Dany with their ships. And I really hope they get there, and it'll be really cool, and worlds colliding. So I'm excited, and I hope that it happens and Euron disappears because I really hate him. I felt really bad for Sansa and Jon in this episode because they just could not get anyone to listen to them. This is why they need Bran or Arya or Rickon or someone, because they did point out that Sansa's technically either a Lannister or a Bolton. Technically a Lannister, because I don't think that you can get married if you're already married without getting divorced, and she never did. So technically she's a Lannister, not a Stark, which I didn't even think about, to be honest. I totally forgot about that. And Jon, obviously, we know, is a Snow, not a Stark. But yeah, thank God for Davos. I will say that little Lyanna Mormont girl is awesome, and like, she was killing it. She was totally killing it. I love her. I hope that nothing bad ever happens to her. And she could be Queen of the North. Like, she is awesome. And a better ruler than half of the freaking people that have ruled or are ruling right now. And she's freaking 10 years old. That doesn't say something. Obviously, they were not, I mean, they have to count on Vale now, so Sansa is going to call for Littlefinger, and he's going to come, of course, because this is his chance for redemption and probably everything he planned. And yeah, it's just, I'm glad that the wildlings are fighting for Jon, though. That scene was really cool. And I don't know what's going to happen at the Battle of Winterfell, but I really hope that Rickon lives and Ramsay dies. I think that's all. Probably other stuff happened. I'm very much upset about Arya right now, and let me know what you thought of the episode and your theories going forward. Who will win the Battle of Winterfell? Battle of the Bastards, I think they're calling it. What's going to happen with Jaime and Brienne? Where's the Hound going? Are they going to introduce Lady Stoneheart? Or is that just a lost cause that we should all just forget about? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just don't worry about it. Is Arya going to go to Westeros? Is she going to kill the waif? Like, what do you think? What was your favorite part? Did you miss Bronn like I did? Are you excited that the Hound is back? Are you upset about Arya? Like, just tell me down here. And I will excitedly await to know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you like Lady Lyanna Mormont like I did? Because she... I'm rambling now. So I will go, but see you guys next week.